Hi, I'm Ray. In this video, I'll be sharing my insights and learnings on the presentation. In our MBA 308 course, we've been exploring the dynamic interplay between global forces and local realities. Today, I want to share my key learnings from the presentation on critical international management issues affecting local organizations. This report profoundly highlights that no business, regardless of its size or location, operates in isolation. Global trends have direct and significant impacts on our local economies and enterprises. My aim today is to unpack the following key points. First, the importance of understanding global trends, why staying informed is non-negotiable. Next is key global trends affecting local businesses. A detailed look on environmental, technological, economic, and workforce shifts. Specific challenges faced by local businesses, um, delving into competition, talent migration, and cultural differences. Lastly, strategic responses and adaptation. Focuses on how local businesses can not only survive but thrive, including those critical roles in ESG, sustainable supply chains, and emerging technologies such as fintech and blockchain. So, first, we need to understand the global issues and trends. What am I talking about? Let's establish the fundamental premise: understanding the global issues and trends. The presentation emphasized that staying informed is not just good practice, it is essential. I repeat, it's essential for identifying new opportunities for growth, staying ahead of competition, and making informed decisions that positively impact the bottom line. Uh, it helps us understand patterns, manage expenses, and forecast budgets more accurately. Identifying this trend involves comprehensive analysis of factors shaping the world of economy and consumer behavior. This requires proactive market and research, uh, eh, proactive market research and networking with industry experts to stay ahead of the curve. So, once identified, the next step is analyzing the impact on local businesses. This impact manifests in several ways. First, economic fluctuations. These are global economic shifts directly affect local consumer spending power, inflation rates, and market stability. Changes in international trade agreements or economic downturns can significantly influence purchasing patterns and overall business viability. Next, technology, technological adoption. It embraces innovative technologies. Embracing innovative technologies is no longer optional. It's crucial for enhancing efficiency and competitiveness. Local businesses must um, leverage technology to streamline operations and reach wider customer bases. Lastly, social and environmental trends. Global movement towards sustainability and ethical practices profoundly shape local businesses, reputations, and customers' perception. Being an eco-friendly, socially responsible, and observing ethical business practices are becoming expectations, not just differentiators. The presentation categorized the essential global trends into several key areas. These are environmental, technological, economic, political, and global, um, workforce, and organizational. So, what do you mean by environmental trend? Excuse me. Beyond climate change, we see significant shifts in legal environments related to environmental protection. Technological trends, this is a vast area encompassing artificial intelligence, technological upgradation, the rise of electric vehicles such as Tesla, remote monitoring, remote work, and even entertainment technology like streaming platforms. Each has a ripple effect on the local market. Economic, political, and global trends. We are dealing with supply chain disruptions, changes in economic and political conditions, geopolitics, evolving industrial relations, the pervasive influence of the multinational corporations, and the continued expansion of globalization itself. On the other hand, workforce and organizational trends. This includes the increasing importance of workforce diversity, changing employee expectation, especially post-pandemic. So, um, it had changed it had changed the perspective of employees nowadays. Next is evolving organization design and structure and the critical need for effective human relations management. These trends collectively create a complex environment that local businesses must navigate. Now, let's zoom in on the critical challenges these global trends pose specifically for local organizations or businesses. So, the critical challenge is first is to we have three critical challenges: increased competition from global market players, talent migration and brain drain, and cross cultural management. Let's go first to increased competition from global market players. Increased competition from global market players, this is most perhaps the most direct impact. Local businesses are now competing not just with the shop down the street, but with e-commerce, um, like international brands and digitally native companies. This forces local businesses to streamline operations, enhance their online presence, and deliver exceptional customer experience. The key to thriving here lies in collaboration within the local community and strategic innovation to carve out unique value propositions. Now let's go to um, talent migration and brain drain. Talent migration and brain drain, this is a significant concern particularly for developing economies. It refers the one way of circulatory migration of highly skilled and educated individuals from one developing to the to developed countries. The loss of human capital reduces the pool of skilled individuals or workers available to drive the local economic growth and innovation, often lead to a higher cost of training for remaining talent. While brain circulation, the movement of skilled individuals between countries offers um, some hope that the net loss remains a challenge. Addressing this requires exploring policy options such as investing heavily in education and training programs to enlarge the local talent pool and creating incentives like tax breaks or loan forgiveness programs to encourage skilled individuals to stay here in their respective country. We must also consider the broader social and cultural impact of such migration on communities. Let's go to the third one. Cross-cultural management. As local businesses engage globally, whether through supply chains, partnerships, or serving diverse customer bases, understanding and managing cultural differences becomes paramount. This challenge requires local businesses to embrace diversity and foster an inclusive workplace that values different perspectives. Invest in cross cultural training to improve employees' understanding of different cultural norms and customs. And crucially, approach cultural differences with sensitivity and respect, actively avoiding stereotypes and generalization. It's about building bridges, not barriers. So, those are the critical challenges. So, now, how do local businesses adapt and thrive? The presentation outlines several strategic responses, and these are embracing technological and advancement um, and developing a global mindset. When you say embracing technological advancements, this isn't just about having a website, it's about leveraging technology for enhanced customer satisfaction, understanding local preferences through data analytics, and optimizing operations. For example, using data to guide inventory, production, and service offerings. That's one example. Um, let's go to developing a global mindset. This involves expanding one's perspective beyond local borders, understanding the complexities of global market, and embracing diversity and cultural intelligence. A global mindset helps businesses effectively navigate challenges in different countries. This also includes forming strategic alliances and global partnerships, which can provide invaluable growth opportunities and access to new markets and expertise. Um, ESG as a strategic response. A crucial strategic response, increasingly vital in today's world, is adopting ESG, or what do you mean by ESG? Environmental, social, and governance principles. ESG is not just about compliance, it's about strategic framework for responsible business that creates a long-term value. So, as mentioned, the principles: environmental, social, and governance. When you say environmental, it focuses on the company's impact on the natural world, such as waste management, energy use, and carbon emissions. On the other hand, social pertains to how a company manages relationships with its employees, suppliers, customers, and communities. This includes also fair labor practices, diverse policies, and community engagement. Lastly, governance. It deals with the company's leadership, executive pay, audits and internal controls, and shareholders' rights. It's about ethical decision making and transparency. Integrating ESG enhances reputation, attracts conscious consumers and investors, and builds resilience. Speaking of resilience, let's address global supply chain risk. These are threats or interruptions to the movement of goods and services across international borders. They can originate from various sources such as geopolitical risk, which is uh, mentioned in Group Three's report and our report, geopolitical trade wars and political instability. Next is demand risks, sudden shifts in consumers' preferences. Economic risk talks about inflation and recessions. Environmental risks deals with natural disasters, climate change impacts. Another risk, another manifestation of global supply chain risk, of global supply chain rather, are cybersecurity risk. supplier risk, and regulatory risk. Cybersecurity risk means attacks on logistics and operational systems. So while supplier risk are those with for suppliers bankruptcy, earn or quality issues. Lastly, regulatory risk. These are changes in customs or import or export laws. So those are the manifestation of global supply chain. We have identified already those manifestation or risks. How do we counter this risk? By sustainable supply chain strategies. What are these sustainable supply chain strategies? These are very essential. Why are they essential? These aim to minimize negative environmental, social, and economic impacts throughout the supply chain. This includes reducing emissions, using recycled materials, enhancing supplier relationship management, boosting transparency, and encouraging ethical work practices. Companies like Unilever have demonstrated how sustainable supply chains leads to reduced cost, lower environmental impact, and improve brand recognition. So now um, let's go to the another critical financial challenge for local business. Operating globally is currency risk and mitigation strategies. Unpredictable fluctuations in currency values can significantly threaten the profitability of global transactions and investments, especially for SMEs or small and medium enterprises and firms in emerging markets. These swings can raise the cost of debt, affect pricing strategies, and influence FDI decisions or foreign direct investments. To mitigate currency risk, businesses can employ strategies like the following: hedging, currency diversification, invoicing in stable currencies, and local production units. When you say hedging, these are financial instruments that are most likely forward contracts or future forward or future or options or future or options contract. Next is currency diversification in revenue or sourcing. Invoicing in stable currencies such as dollars or the euro. And lastly, establishing LPU or local production units to reduce foreign exchange dependency. This brings us to the transformative role of fintech and blockchain, which are deemed as catalysts for adaptation. These technologies are not just trends, but they are powerful catalysts and solutions for managing international business challenges. Fintech or financial technology uses technology to deliver financial services encompassing mobile banking, online payments, cryptocurrencies, peer-to-peer lending, and more. While blockchain is a shared immutable digital ledger, provides a single source of truth for transaction and assets. Based on the presentation, discuss different types: public, private, hybrid, and consortium blockchains, each with distinct applications from supply chain management to finance. But the question is, how do they help local businesses adapt? Hmm. Um, they help the businesses to adapt by these roles. They enhance FDI processes by enabling easier cross-border investment and attracting FDI through digital infrastructure. They also introduce competitive disruption and new business models through asset tokenization. They drive revenue diversification by enabling global reach through digital finance, embedded finance, and new digital business models. And crucially, they offer tools to manage exchange rate volatility through blockchain based forex platforms, digital currencies, crypto hedging, and decentralized finance or DeFi, which can streamline remittances. Organizations that integrate these technologies into their strategies become more agile and scalable and competitive in our rapidly digitizing global economy. In conclusion, the critical international management issues affecting local organizations, from increased global competition and talent migration to navigating cultural differences, are complex but manageable. The presentation highlighted that these issues are deeply intertwined with broader global trends in environmental, technological, economic, and workforce domains. My key takeaway is that local businesses must proactively adapt through strategic innovation. Strategic innovation means continuously improving products, services, and processes. Next, financial risk management, especially concerning currency volatility. Next is market diversification. Reduce reliance on single products or markets. You need to diversify your product. You don't stick to just one product, but you need to innovate and introduce new products or services of your firm or your business. Next is embracing ESG principles, building a responsible and sustainable foundation, and critically integrating cutting edge technologies like fintech and blockchain to enhance efficiency, reach, and resilience. Organizations that embrace these strategies are far more likely to remain competitive and resilient in the face of global change. It's about transforming challenges into opportunities and ensuring local businesses can thrive in a globalized world. Thank you for your attention. Hope you have some learnings on that and see you on the next learning video. Sayonara.